Stopped at Chinese McDonald's today, so we have, I thought this was orange juice, but it looks a little weird. We got a hot chocolate. We got a sausage McMuffin with egg. I don't know what this is, but it looks cool. Asian donut stick. Hash brown, a classic. And this pie, it's a different kind of fruit they don't have in USA. Oh, look. Taro pie. Let's take a quick look at, I'm gonna set this on a little tripod here. What does this little sausage McMuffin look like? The bread looks much different than USA. Meat looks approximately the same. Egg. And we'll see how it tastes. Okay, so the hash brown, it tastes less greasy than USA. So that was good actually. It tasted more like a potato. This Asian donut stick was terrible. It's basically
salty donut.
It's not even salty. It has no flavor. It's basically a donut with no sugar.
Traditional Beijing food. They like it
the
most.
taro pie was, it was good. It just tasted like a pie with some fruit filling. The breakfast sandwich, everything has like less grease and less salt here. So the bread was much more subtle. The meat was more subtle. So it tasted like what you think of as a knockoff McDonald's breakfast sandwich. It didn't have that classic strong flavor. It just had a real subtle flavor. So, and then this was not orange juice. It's like really strong orange flavored soda. It's like pretending to be orange juice. I'm actually really disappointed because I've had orange soda before. I wanted orange juice. And then the hot chocolate is like really good. That's the best thing here. Like the chocolate flavor is much stronger than I've tasted in the USA. It just has a really great hot chocolate flavor. We're here at the Chinese National Art Museum. And when we're done here, we're gonna head over that way towards Tiananmen Square in the Forbidden City to go to the Chinese National Museum, or the National Museum of China. That's the big one, so very exciting. We're in the elevator at the Chinese National Art Museum, or Chinese National Museum of Arts, or whatever you call it. It's a nice elevator, huh? It's big. You can put like 10, 15 people in here. It's a Japanese Hitachi elevator. Big Beautiful, the Namok Collection series. This is the beauty of labor. Okay, good thing we came today. It's closed on Monday, so let's take a look. As you can imagine, inside of this floor, it's dedicated to labor. The labor of China, which is their national pride. Here we see laborers working to build a bridge. This painting's from 1957. Long River Bridge. Some of this artwork is very international. I mean, does this look like a Chinese artist? Just some people working. It's really hard to say. Now this one here, this looks Chinese. Yeah, the hats and the faces. Oh, this is a beautiful piece right here. Look at this. A strong celebration. Oh, I like this one here. Remember when Beijing was called the city of bicycles? Here's a little bit of that flavor. This piece here is from 1986. They used to call Beijing the city of bicycles. So look, even in the 80s, there weren't all these skyscrapers and cars. It was everybody on bikes and just some buses. A much more better system. We see a very recent piece from 2021. It's got the vibrancy and the colors and the impressionism is very, very nice. strong piece. I mean, it looks like a boat on a river, but the water's so brown. It's a muddy river. Yeah, it's a really striking piece. Largest so far in the exhibit. It's rivaled by that piece over there with the men on horses. I just really like these roosters here. This is cool. Currently well known, the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative. Looks to me like this is celebrating Chinese in Africa. We have high-speed rail, wind turbines. We finished on the top floor and came down another floor, and it looks like it's still the glory of the labor. So yeah, the May 1st is like Labor Day for China, so the current museum is dedicated to laborers. Well, we haven't gone to the bottom floors yet. We went straight to the top, so we'll see how the next few floors pan out. Here's Women in Science. Girls Get It Done. Oh, that's one of the scientists who won the Nobel Prize. Huh? She's a cute one. Huh? You got the young student intern, you got the cute one, you got the serious one, you got the motherly one, you got the second old lady, you got the young girl, we can't see her, you got the I'm gonna be like her one day, mentor, mentee, and you have the actual main scientist who won the award. What's this one about? Looks like it's the 60s. Hannah can't read a lot of the Chinese, so I don't know why, but it says it's 1978, November 24th. What significant thing happened on that day? It's okay. It's a cool painting. Okay, we're on the main floor now. The top two floors were all about the labor of China. Now we're looking at Chinese calligraphers and painting federation. So sorry for the rolling shutter, but we're about to get into position. Bam. Hannah, what does that say? You can't read that? It's Chinese. Look at this. A huge scroll. What is this, from the Ming Dynasty or Qing Dynasty or what? So anyway, this whole room is full of calligraphy. Now we're in a little area full of statues. Mi Fu, worshipping stones. That's pretty cool. Auspicious crane. Confucius. This is the best one. This is what you came for. That area was called The Art of Clay, an exhibition of painted sculpture works of Shi Yan Qin. And of course, the star of the show is Guan Li. Is that Guan Li? Guan Yu? Guan Yu from the Three Kingdoms, a very powerful warrior. This is Living by the Yellow River. It is Yang Haifeng's oil painting exhibition. That's what it says. Yes, of course, the yellow and the long. Not really getting a Yellow River vibe based on what I'm seeing so far. These aren't even oil paintings, they're photos. Sounds like it was oil paintings. I'm just seeing photos. Of course. Yes. Oh, here we go. There's a cute girl in a yellow jacket and a man with a big head. Oh, this is nice. And look, there's a baby trying to go poop in his pants. He's like, oh, I gotta go. And they're climbing the hill. It's a hard climb. So anyway, everything in here are oil paintings from that artist. This is pretty nice. A bunch of Buddhas, paintings of Buddha, Buddha rituals, Buddha statues, Buddha artifacts. Let's look for the word artifacts. Hannah, as usual, having a great time. She loves museums so much they knock her out.
Mine look good in the dark.
Yeah, you look good in the darkness. There is, when you come in the main entrance, if you go straight to the back, there's this beautiful semicircle room. And it leads off to hallways on both sides. The first floor of the museum is the largest, so this area here is dedicated all to the art of Lu Feng. Or is it Feng? Lu Feng. Don't know who he is, but he's a Chinese artist. Here's a really nice one. Tower in the back and some birds, or almost look like bats. Those are birds and structures, and really nice. I got this really cool big old thing right here. What'd you say? A vase. So this looks like we're in a kind of a famous area here. We came to the back left of the building on the bottom floor, and there's this distinctive art. You can see all of it on this section is this distinctive art style. Oh, this fish looks cool. Look at this fish. Nice. This man brought the big guns right here. He got the fancy camera. World-class photos of the camera like that. Looks like a red ring cannon. Here we have 4 boys carrying vases full of flowers. Oh, nice. Oh, look at this. Some wood prints. Of course, my favorite, hon, which means red. Hon. Oh, look at this. Some mythical beast being scolded by this man. He's like, hey, you gotta stop pooping in the yard, okay? You gotta go poop in the poop place. What is this weird dog thing?
It's not a dog, it's lion.
Oh, that's a lion. That's a lion.
He's making the lion statue.
Oh, it's a statue of a lion. Oh, I got it.
You saw in Forbidden City how the
Yeah.
camel always be lying in front of the door.
Yeah.
To protect the house.
And here we have more of this traditional Chinese art style. I'm bored. I'm not good at doing video. I'm more of a stills taker, so Hannah wants me to take a look at this guy. He's doing a cool Chinese Beijing opera. Yeah, this is Beijing opera, the sword, and this is what Jackie Chan trained for. And then when he got tired of being at his opera school, he went off with Sammo Hung to become an actor in Hong Kong. Sammo Hung had left first, and then Jackie Chan. Sammo said, "Hey Jackie, come on, let's get out of here. We're gonna make some movies." No, I read Jackie Chan's autobiography. That's the truth. He was in Jackie Chan.
There is nothing about it.
Jackie Chan was trained in Beijing opera style from an old master who beat on his students. Anyway, Hannah doesn't know Jackie Chan. This is a fairy that protects. This is a spirit that protects people's homes. The white snake meets her husband. The white snake is a female.
And so this white snake became a female, come back to that. And the man.
Which one's the white snake?
I don't know, maybe that one. I'm like, oh, this is the man who saved the white snake life in last life. And then they reincarnated after 500 years.
Oh, so who's the man on the left?
This is a monk. He's like, you want to rest, put the white snake into his anointed under the temple, and she thinks she's a monster. She's a monster. So the monk students catch the monster and put under the temple. Then he wants.
These are some nice colors. We are finished with the art museum. They had a lot of nice art. They had the top floors had the worker art celebrating the workers, and we had some calligraphy, some classic art. What'd you think, Him? It was good?
I didn't feel anything.
Not your style, huh? Alright, let's take a quick lunch break, and then we're gonna head to the National Chinese Museum of National Chinese Culture. Or this is the big one. It's the big one. Action. This is the Chinese National Theater in Beijing. You can see beautiful plays here.
And it has a nickname called Egg.
Its nickname is called the Egg. You can see there's a waterway that runs all around the egg. It's really beautiful.
Oh, I went inside once to
So we're trying to get to the National Museum, which is on the other side of this building. This is the Chinese Diet Building, where all the government officials meet. So this is where they make the policy. So on the other side of this building is where we're trying to get to. It's going to take us 20 minutes. We found out you can't park those bikes just anywhere. We tried to park our bike by the mall, and we're too close to the main entrance. We had to ride a few hundred feet away. And then Tiananmen Square and the Forbidden City is right over there. So this is the heart of Beijing. Okay, we finally, after 2 hours of struggle, made it into the Chinese National Museum. Here we have all the chairmen of China. You have Mao in the beginning, all the way to the current Ping. And then you have, they're celebrating 30 years of space program, China's manned space program. That's really good. Sorry, his name is Xi Jinping, so we should go by Ping and not Xi. But I hear a lot of, or sorry, we should call him Xi and not Ping, but I'm not good at Chinese, so that's my bad. Here you can see the glorious journey starting in 1970 all the way down till today. Huh? Yeah, we're celebrating China's space exploration, manned space missions. Let's take a look. See, I like that first they had the little baby satellites. The satellite keeps getting more complicated until that big dog right there. I think that's the International Space Station, actually. There's no, oh, there's the year, sorry. I was on the bottom. So 2022, all the way up until 11/29, things been happening. This is a really up-to-date exhibit. And then we got more space stuff over here. Let's go take a look at that. And you see how big this building is? The building is huge. Ancient China, definitely got to hit that up. There's a top floor. We came in through that way. There was so many security guards there, and they had me go stand in front of a man to do the little the metal detector one and pat down. They really pat you down here. They were really like checking. They're like, is this your belly or is this a weapon? They were really touching me everywhere, so it was a lot of fun. Too bad I couldn't have a nice girl do that. It had to be a guy, so. Here we have a model of China's best space rocket. It has a clear front piece. Looks really cool. I don't know much about it, but I like it. There, the Chinese flag and the International Space Station. That's really cool. And they got videos playing over there about what's going on. And looks like you can go inside a model of the space station. But what I really want you to see is, wow, look at that. There's like a mural there, like ancient China. That is pretty cool. Hannah, what does that say right there, those 4 characters? Erupting east?
No, erected.
Erected? Erected Oriental.
Oriental is
I guess this is like just celebrating the culture of China. Let's take a look. We'll walk in there. In the middle there. Is that Chairman Mao? Is that Chairman Mao in there? Inside the glass, yeah. So the door says like erecting the east. I think it just means like we built the great Eastern culture civilization. So Hannah really wants to know what it means. Stand erect. And then we have some the symbol. What's that? Is that the symbol of China right there? It looks like the palace with the 5 stars. Is that like representing China?
Oh, that is like, we have flag, we have the
Crest. The Chinese crest. Where's this artillery piece from him? Is this World War I, World War II?
Yeah, these were used for celebrate the new government.
The communist government? What was that, 1949? This was the cannon they fired to celebrate the communist revolution. Mao Zedong taking over as the leader of China. And that balloon, is it the same? They flew that balloon over the skies?
These are for hanging.
Oh, those don't fly, those are hanging lanterns. Flag is from 1949. It's the first flag of China, the first one that they officially flew as a united government. So obviously we're in the National Museum of China. This is going to be a very popular spot for high schools, and here we see some, well, they could be middle schools. These look kind of young, but high school, middle school kids here celebrating the trip. That's really cool. The first thing I wanted to see, of course, was ancient China. And this is the entrance to the ancient China exhibits. And there's a bunch of vases here, but I don't see any dates. So I don't know how old these are. And they're all approximately the same. You know, sort of greenish tints with blue dye, blue pictures. It's pretty cool. There's a lot more vases over there, like so many vases. And then there's a bunch of statues. Let's see what these are. "27 Buddhist sculptures from the collection. They date from the northern dynasties to the Republic of China." So these are, they go all the way back to 567 and 730. See, this is amazing. From the Ming Dynasty. Donated in 1949. Turquoise glazed ridge ornament. It's like 1,000 years old. Yellow glazed tile with dragon pattern. Also Ming Dynasty. Look at that dragon glazed in there. And it looks like we have the other side of the turquoise ornament. So they're a pair. Here we have bells from the Qing Dynasty, which is 1685 and on. Actually, that one's Qing. Then we have one here from Ming. This is a bell with sea creatures. Another bell with sea creatures from the Ming Dynasty. Another Qing Dynasty, 1748. This one's really ornamented. I like this one. We have a bell with cloud pattern. Ming Dynasty, 1547. America is still over 200 years away from forming, and the Ming Dynasty was going strong in China. Very powerful dynasty, lots of great art and culture. Ming Dynasty. Ming Dynasty. I like the look of this painting. I don't see any inscriptions around it. Maybe they just thought it looked nice. I cannot tell if it's old or new. Just had a nice feeling. These are more of the Buddhist statues. This is 53 statues in this collection right here along the wall. This one says stone carving of the pictures of tilling and weaving, Qing Dynasty. Same thing on this one, same thing on that one. Here we have a statue of the Buddha, and somebody's praying, and they have more Buddha statues here. So over there we had Buddhist related statues, and here we have statues of the Buddha. Here we have a blue and white porcelain zin with 8 immortals and intertwining lotus pattern from the Qing Dynasty, Qinlong period, 1736 to 1795. So this vase right here was being made during the founding of the United States of America. This could have been made the same year, we don't know. I mean, the dating is within a 50-odd year period, so literally this could have been being made the same time the American Revolution was occurring.
The pattern looks so blurred.
All of these Qing Dynasty vases, this one is the best. This one has a flying dragon and the clarity of the pattern is really good. Some of these other ones are a little bit cloudy looking. I think they weren't made that well, but maybe it's age, hundreds of years, I cannot say. But this one here is pristine. You can see the dragon's head right there on the left. We're here next to the gift shop, and I saw what I thought were giant coins. Funnily enough, the inscription says mirror, with inscription about prosperity and longevity from the Ming Dynasty, but this doesn't look like a mirror to me. It looks like some sort of tablet, circular tablet. Here's one with 4 phoenixes. That's really cool, the phoenix. The phoenixes in China are kind of scrawny looking birds. They don't have the splendid, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't look as good as the European style ones. Except if you look at that style, then they have the more robust phoenix compared to these like scrawny looking chickens over here. Prosperity, longevity, prosperity. Let's go check out the gift store. They have beautiful jade bracelets here. The color is resplendent. That's the word I was looking for. The phoenixes in Europe look more resplendent than the Chinese versions, but depends on the one, I guess. This is a cute cup. It's orange. I just like the way it looks. It accompanies with this little rabbit. See, ear of the rabbit. Drinking. Container for fluids. Well, I can't think today. It looks like it also comes with this little pouch, so it's a travel to go tea kit.
This part now is Mongolia.
So this is the Qing Dynasty in 1820. Where's Beijing? Beijing's right there.
Oh,
Tell them not to step on your toes, huh?
step on her.
Oh, there's South Korea, Japan.
Korea is not included.
No, I'm just saying, but there's Korea, Japan.
Yeah, that part on the top is belong to Russia.
Russia part, Taiwan.
Thailand.
Hannah really likes this turquoise green glazed porcelain vase. Qing Dynasty, Qinglong era, 1736 to 1795. Here we have a jade imperial seal with coiled dragon from the Qing Dynasty, 1644 to 1911. Who are these two guys? These were the two greatest emperors of the Qing Dynasty. On the right is the grandfather, the left the grandson. So this represents 3 generations of power, even though I'm sure that in between the two of them no one was emperor, right? So the emperor...
His father is emperor, but
okay. So his son, the guy in the red hat, his father, the guy in the black hat, was emperor, but he just didn't make a good enough impression to get the big fancy painting and the veneration in the museum. This is a steel saber from the Ming Dynasty, 10th year of the Yuan era. This sword was made in 1582. And then below that, they are showing a silk screen. It's a replica of the Chinese fighting off and dealing with Japanese pirates. So I'm assuming that this would be the kind of sword the Chinese soldiers were using when they were fighting against these Japanese pirates. This plate is from Japan. It was a gift to China. It was brought over during the late Ming for the building of as an offering to the Yuan temple. So China and Japan maintained a tribute and trade relations in the early Ming, but then they were strained in the middle Ming when the Japanese and Chinese pirates joined together to harass the China's coastal areas. By the mid-16th century, the famous general Yuan counterattacked and contained the pirates. In the Yuan era, Japan launched 2 invasive wars against Korea. Upon request from the Korean king, the Chinese army helped the Koreans defeat the Japanese invaders, and that's why they have that sword and silkscreen over there to commemorate. We have talking about Zheng He, who was a famous explorer. He took 7 trips during the Ming Dynasty all the way into Africa. It just shows that the Ming was great at building ships and doing sea trade. Of course, after the Ming Dynasty, or after he came back, the next government was not big on trading. They kind of went isolationist, so they pulled back. This chart is a replica of his sea charts, but I have no bearing to say where this is starting or ending. Here we see the crown for the Ming Empress. This is the crown based on that show with the actress. It was really good. Steel sword from the Ming Dynasty, made anywhere between 1368 and 1644. And then you have a hand cannon. It actually had cannons back in the Ming Dynasty, some very rudimentary firearms. These giant contraptions here are actually chests that are used to store royal archives. They look so similar, we cannot tell if this is the Ming or Qing dynasty. So this is anything from 1368 all the way up to the fall of Imperial China in 1911. Hannah wanted me to come over here because this is the first emperor of Ming, and he's famous for having a face that looked like a shoe. Like one of those things that helps you put your foot into your shoe. And is that his grandson right there, or is that his son?
It's his son.
And then there's his son. I thought his grandson became the emperor.
Oh, this is the grandson's ankle. In the show, is the old man who go back to the capital, and then the grandson run away, become monk.
Oh, right. And so then the show takes place, and we're looking at his grandson, who's going to become the emperor with Tong Wei.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. The show was about his grandson, yeah. We're now going to move into the Song and Yuan dynasty. We of course have just left the Ming and Qing dynasty exhibit. So the Song and Yuan dynasty is when the philosophy, literature, and arts, you know, really strong Chinese culture was formed. Not like formed, I mean the Han dynasty. There's other dynasties, but this is a highlight of the culture of China, right? You say this is a highlight of the culture, poetry, music, arts in these dynasties? According to this little blurb here, the period of the Song to Yuan dynasty was a high point for Chinese historiography. The writings on the history are plentiful, so we have a lot to study. And they also were known for writing down the detailed accounts of key historical events became a thing. So they actually started writing down their history. They knew how important their history was and started writing it down. This is a bronze water clock from the year 1316. So essentially, you pour the water in the top and you twist the faucets and it pours down, and it gives you some way of measuring time. Maybe when one pours to the other. I'm not sure how this works, but it's cool. Here we have this very large wooden structure that's just completely out in the open. You could touch it. They have signs that say don't touch, but it's amazing to me that they just let this sit out like this. Being made of wood, it'd be easy to dent, scratch, light on fire, so This is a water-powered astronomical clock tower. Oh, it's a model, so it's not like the original. This is really cool. It's trademarks. The artist, the skill was so high, they were making trademarks to actually show that it was their things they had made. Here we see weights. The government had strong control over a lot of things. They had to have a weight system to make sure things are correct. Here we have bamboo currency. We are walking through the Tang dynasty. They said we shouldn't take video, so I see people taking videos, but I decided not to take many videos, so I got pictures of this Tang dynasty, but not many videos.